Hey critics, and welcome back to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel where you get commentary reviews and tabloid news. I'm back today with another critical review of Today with Jenna and Sheinelle, this time reviewing their May 29th episode. Now, of course, I chose this one because it was just really filled with just some great guests, a lot of sisters on the show, brothers on the show, couples on the show. I'm just being extra at this point in time. But yeah, I love the guests on this episode, basically. Okay. So that's why I'm reviewing this episode specifically. But before I get into the fits, I want to remind y'all that in February, of course, I reviewed the Today with Jenna and Sheinelle show, and I truly enjoyed it. And the fact that journalist Chanel Jones replaced Hoda Kotb. Of course, I wanted a sister to get the role, and she got it. Plus, Chanel was my number one choice for the replacement. I guessed it probably like about a year ago. And it's been a treat to have a black woman embody that position. In fact, Rihanna actually gave Chanel her flowers on the red carpet during the Met Gala earlier this month. So shout out to Chanel for being able to cross paths with Rihanna, and shout out to Rihanna for giving Chanel her flowers, especially during such a challenging time. And shout out to Chanel as well because she has a book, of course. It's called Through Mom's Eyes. Um, and it is a New York Times bestseller. So congratulations. I just want to say congratulations. Yeah, congratulations to Chanel. While the ladies do not normally, of course, do their runway walk, not on Fridays anyway, right? They was both still glowing. Maybe it's because I ain't reviewed the show like in a while, but I've been watching, which is how I know the full upload to YouTube is not before 2 p.m. anymore. It might be a little bit later in the afternoon. I'm good with that since it's summertime. Summertime. Y'all, summertime is my favorite. It's the most wonderful time. It's my favorite season. It may not be, I would say, I don't think people would relate that song to sometimes the summer, but I love the summer. Now all I need is a beach and a bathing suit and like some badass sunglasses, okay, to wear, and I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine. And while I do love promoting free resources on the show, if you're too impatient basically to wait for like the YouTube upload, you can watch it live on, don't get at me, y'all, but you know, on Amazon Prime. Check your local listings for the time. But there is a channel, it's a live channel just on their live section that runs today all day, live from the third hour to the fourth hour to just the food hour of the day. But basically, they have a channel that basically runs just today all day. Okay, now let's get into the fits. Jenna, of course, was wearing, not of course, she was wearing like a blue and white puffy sleeve polka dot top with like a casual fitted jean. Her bob, it looked refreshed. Okay, I like it. Like they cut it a little shorter, maybe added some color just to freshen it up just a little bit. She also wore like some clear slip-in heels, like the stripper heels, but no strap, the stripper heels, but no strap. Them shoes go damn near with every outfit. Do you hear me? Okay. Every woman needs like a staple clear heel in the closet. Okay. Clear heels in the closet. Hey. Even if it does give bands to make her dance. That's kind of what don't it? It don't? Okay. It's just me. I got to get my mind right. Okay. I also seen the clip with, Halle Berry, who was, of course, a guest on the show recently. And it went viral, so of course I had to look it up. Let's take a listen and tell me what y'all think too, because I don't know.
One more. Biggest ick. Biggest ick. Ick. Oh. It sounded like that, didn't it? No. Oh, it did to me. No, you are. I was gonna say, man. Word biggest with the word ick. It just She's went. Right. We should have. We're up to 5 seconds delay. That's enough. I think we're between the heated rivalry and biggest ick. Said it. No, yes, I did. Yes,
Okay, you see how she said it like, like like one last time. Like it was just kind of like, oh no, it did sound like that. Chanel was trying to take up for her, talk about, oh no, it didn't sound like that. No, Chanel, yes, it did. It did definitely. It sounded like that, girl, but you gotta watch that. Jenna, though, is hilarious. Honestly, Jenna, don't be mad. Producers, don't be mad. I think y'all set her up. Now, Jenna, I don't know if you knew you was gonna be set up. I don't think you did, but I think that they just kind of put it there just in case because they knew that going together might kind of give like a miscommunicate. Stuff. Listen, I don't put it past them producers. Okay, I don't put it past them. Okay, let me get my life together and get back into it. Now, Chanel, she was in what looked like maybe like a peach dress with like matching vests. Like it was a matching vest style top with like white pumps. Her hair was back in like a sleek ponytail. I don't always get to see her in her ponytail, especially not on the show specifically. And she had on like simple gold jewelry, or excuse me, since I've seen Chanel on Today with Jenna and Chanel, I don't feel like she's been with the ponytail a lot. I've always seen her with either her hair down, um or with crinkle hair, or like it's always kind of been, it's more, most of the time it seems to be more like that. But I love a little switch up. I love a sleek ponytail. Okay, okay, okay. The special guest, of course, on the show today was Russell Wilson and Ciara. This be this. They look good together with coordinating outfits, and of course, the ladies basically called them out. The top of Sierra's outfit was given, like a boy. Sometimes I wish I did act like a boy. And then she had like the bottom was very ladylike. We'll just say it. We'll say it like that. But you got to see it. They were both on the couch. They was looking good. They were. Was it a love seat or a couch? People all over the world. I don't know why that song came to mind, but um, they didn't get a lot out of Russell when it came to like his next football stop. And if I'm not mistaken, I know that the quarterback is a free agent right now. But the rumor has it, or some of the reports are basically saying that Russell might be, leaning over to being a reporter, news anchor, like a sports person, one of those. I give feedback on the sports. I'm not trying to downplay it. I just don't know what it's called because I don't watch it like that. But yeah, isn't he? I think he's in talks of that. Rumor has it, but he did not say that on the show. I think that's just something that I saw, or maybe like I read or whatever. Now, something that was nice was the fact that Russell and Ciara was recently on the show Hot Ones, and Russell, in the show, if you don't know, they are having like basically like this interview. But in this one, Russell and Ciara are basically interviewing each other, and as a result, during the conversation, they basically take a bite of like a wing, and each one of the wings has different spices to them, and it gets hotter and hotter as the conversation goes along. And apparently, I guess Russell he touched his eye, y'all, after eating one of the hot wings, and they tell you, I guess, maybe not to touch your eye, but I guess he must have forgot. And basically, yeah, that was not good. He said he was crying all day crying. But yeah, as a result of that hot wing being in your eye, hot wing sauce, the sauce, anything, a crumb in it. Ugh. Anyway, I can only imagine just because it is hot. We gotta watch it to see which exact level of hot wing he was on. Yeah, because that matters too, honey. That matters too. That matters too. But Russell and Sierra was basically there promoting their brand new investment in Zigazoo. 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 It's a safe social media platform for kids. They also have like a brand new drink. I think it's called Frosh, if I'm not mistaken. And it's supposed to be like the first ever protein juice for kids that supports healthy development and growth. They did a very good job just sort of telling us about some ventures that they have kind of going on together, which is also, it's always a good thing when you can see Black love promoted in what looks like a healthy way, right? Because we only know what people actually show us, and what's being shown really does look. And they was also celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and so what's being shown looks very genuine. So what we see as of now is a very good example. Plus, if the reports are true, I'm sure that we trying to lock in what the next step is going to be for Russell. So we always want to make the man look, and the woman, this is not just like a man woman thing, but it's just like the time of their end. You want to make each other look good. When you're in a marriage, you want to make each other look good because it's about being one. We are a family. I don't know why I'm talking like that. They also played a game called Great Debate, which only showcased how competitive that the two are with each other. Jenna and Chanel, they had a harder time trying to judge them during the game. Like I don't know what they was doing. There was a one of the rounds that Russell actually won, and Sierra was like, yeah, he actually got it. I think they were one of the rounds they were talking about public display of affection, and Ciara had to make a case against not wanting to have public display of affection. And then Russell had, of course, he was on the opposite side, which is the reason for it. And what he ended up doing was he pulled her close, come on close to me, as he was talking about the positives of the PDA and how she loves it. She likes it. She really, really likes it. Okay. Now, also, side note, come to find out, Jenna's son plays ball with the Wilson son as well. Okay, all right. The Wilsons and the Hagars. Okay, we see y'all. But they was too cute. And they also revealed that, there's still time for baby number Cinco. Yes, Cinco. Like number five, baby number five. Okay, shout out to them. Um, it's not the first time we heard that though. Let's be real, right? To be real, we've heard that before. So yeah, there's hopes for all of the things in the future, and congratulations to them both for their business ventures. Shout out to Hoda Kotb. She was back, not of course to host, but for a very special visit. As a reminder, she recently filled in for today's Savannah Guthrie while she was out. Plus, she delivered the commencement address to Fordham University class of 2026. That was on May the 16th, where she, according to reports, talked embracing opportunities, reframing your perspective, and trusting the path. Her full speech is going to be linked in the show notes, so be sure to check that out. The ladies also celebrated 1 year in her company, or should I say, Hoda celebrated 1 year in her company. I couldn't really tell though if maybe Jenna had either something to do with it or if she was just saying we did it, as in like, and whatnot. But with that being said, Hoda talks about this brand new company that she has, about finding joy, how it's expanding, how they basically have like 700. Is it 700? Was it more than that? 7,000? I can't remember if it was 700 7,000. It's definitely a difference. So forgive me if I got the number wrong, but 700 or so women, 700 plus. That way, no matter what, I'm right, but the numbers still don't match if it's a 7,000 versus a 700. Sorry about that, Hoda. But she has a lot of women who really must enjoy the direction that she's going, because all of those ladies, at least 700 plus women, were on, the wait list, and they're having to expand to ensure that they fit to the capacity that they're in high demand for. Um, while there, though, Hoda also shined light on a inspiring woman. Her name is Peggy E. Moore. She recently graduated from Temple University at 75 years young. That's what we're going to say over here. She was 75 years young, right? On the show, she was there along with her two granddaughters, who also discussed sort of the emotional moment that she crossed the finish line, right? It took her a very long time in order to get her degree. I wouldn't say a long time really on purpose. I just think that she took her time. She has a very inspiring story as well, just sort of about, her son, um, you know, how she kind of got started working at Temple University, but I can't tell the story like she can. So please be sure to check out the link below for the full story. And today surprised the ladies with a and by the ladies I mean Peggy E. Moore as well as her granddaughters, with a all-inclusive trip from, of course, Beaches Resorts. I think that was also the resort that they went to, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's also the company that also gave away the trip to Jamaica when the ladies actually went there as well. But yeah, anyway, they also got three different options. So they can go to like Costa Rica, somewhere else, and somewhere else, or Jamaica. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have three different places that they can actually go to. So don't quote me on the exact locations, just like that 707,000. But just know that if you listen, they're gonna tell you which three places they can go for the all-inclusive trip. Okay. Okay. Additionally, the ladies did have a segment showing off the brand new beach style looks that go from outside to inside with like nice coverage. And that was also, yeah, featured on the show. So again, check it out in the link below. Hoda has several resources available via Hoopla, including her books Where We Belong and 10 Years Later, along with her children's books, You Are My Happy. You Are My Happy. I don't know why that made me want to sing like that. But anyway, that's the tune to You Are My Lady. Let me keep moving on. I've Loved You Since Forever is another book. Additionally, on Libby, you can find her book, I Really Needed This Today. This Just Speaks to Me, and her latest release, Jump and Find Joy. Chanel Jones, her latest book, Through Mom's Eyes, is available for checkout via Libby. So check that out. if you have access to either of those apps. So that is Libby and also Hoopla. Again, as a reminder, y'all, here at the Critic Chronicles, our goal is to provide quality but juicy content from websites, digital magazines, and tabloids, most of which are sourced from our public libraries. Research from the National Library of Medicine show that there are an estimated 17,000 public libraries nationwide, totaling 4 million visits each day. Public libraries are civic organizations that are committed to providing invaluable resources beyond books that are free and open to the public. Get your library card to access thousands of resources today. Additionally, you can also find Jenna's book club recommendations via the Libby app if you have access to that app with your library. Be sure to check with your local librarian just to see if that is a digital resource available to you. For access to the full episode of Today with Jenna and Sheinelle, check out the show notes in the description box. Also, be sure to subscribe to our backup channel, Hey Critics, also linked in the show notes. Thanks again, y'all, for tuning in to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel where you get commentary reviews and tabloid news. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.